Where's the water? Oh, damn it, I'm all out of water again. Okay, looks like it's working. Yeah, it's working. Cool. And I did not need to hear that. Where's my...
Yeah, it's working. Cool.
There we go. Hey, random dude on the chat. What's his name? TCow1015. My hair is too long. It's not gonna stand up anymore. Anyway, let's get that YouTube announcement uploaded and then get this show on the road. There we go. Livestream now live. There we go. So, I'm sorry for ruining your bedtime. I think the Americans might appreciate, though, that I'm streaming at this time. Okay, so, I'm not sure. I'll guess, well, no, I'll wait for people to file in, because the YouTube announcement is going up, so we'll just do some questions right now, and I'll try get my hair under control, or, well, out of control, but it's not really... It's too long. There we go. There, that doesn't look too... whatever. Doesn't matter. I do not care. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'll just take questions while people file in. I think, because the YouTube is being awfully slow right now. Oh, right, I'm streaming at the same time as I'm trying to upload a video. That's... I'm guessing YouTube... I think I might have to cut the stream for a bit so that the video can upload because it doesn't seem to have any bandwidth. Performance networking. Yeah. Okay, so I'll drop the live stream, wait for the video to upload. Oh no, it just finished uploading. YouTube's just being dumb. Okay. So that'll go up, and then I think we'll wait a few more minutes after that, and then go into that. I do not know when the Threadripper NDA finishes. RX 560 has best VRM. I know the Sapphire, when they were still called RX 460s, the Sapphire one was like ridiculous overkill. That was a 4-phase using Fairchild power stages. So, yeah, and they use the NCP 81022 voltage controller, which you can get a public datasheet for that thing, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Okay, stream's uploaded, and shall see how many people catch. YouTube's really slow about announcing videos, I've noticed. Yeah, you have 2 minutes to boot. I don't think we'll be running in 2 minutes. How's the temperature? Everything's at 30. I love that about KB. Like, I recently ran the 6950X on liquid nitrogen, just to finish off the leftover Ln2 I had before the delivery turned up, and that thing was so, like, if I let it idle for a couple seconds all on its own, just idling at 5 gigahertz, it was burning through, like, so much Ln2. Okay, so we're at 33. I think I'm going to wait for this to hit 50. And then we'll start. So if any, questions, I'm answering questions right now, since we're not going to be starting for a while. Also, I'll try fix the light settings on the camera, because it does seem to be a bit dark. Where did those go? There we go. Boost this up. I'm gonna wait for Twitch to... Oh, whoa. We already hit 50. I wonder how many people saw the announcement video. Either way, this stream's going to be like super short probably because I'm going to get frustrated or the system's going to stop working because we're just going for maximum DDR4 frequency and that is not a fun thing to do. So 27 according to YouTube. Yeah, that's it's going to be interesting. I think like it's the compression settings apparently. Whatever. We're not going to be looking at me the whole time, so the fact that I'm off color really badly on, well, the other thing is like the monitor I have the stream open on is like completely, no, Twitch just makes everything red. Okay, it's not just me. It's not just the monitors. Okay, you know what, let's just get right into it at this point. So, first of all, tour of the catastrophe that is about to happen. This, really this is the plan. So that is one of those Team Group T-Force Xtreem memory sticks, and that is my Ln2 pot. It totally works. You see, you can, wait, there's the thermometer down there, right? So 29 right now, and, oh, okay, actually this is a terrible idea. I can't keep my hand steady like this. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm on the Maximus 9 Apex motherboard again. Wonder if I can get the thermometer in this shot. Actually, I can. So, I have one for the CPU, one for the memory. The CPU one is technically more important because, well, I want to pull the CPU down to like minus 100 first. Yeah. CPU down to minus 100, but once we're at minus 100, I'll start playing with the memory temperature because I totally can pour Ln2 on just a bare heat spreader. And it does kind of work. I mean, it doesn't spill Ln2 everywhere. And as you can see, that just went from 29 to 25. And it does actually hold temperature decently well because DDR4 just doesn't put out any heat. So I'm really happy Team Group went for those massive heat spreaders on these sticks because literally all you need is a bit of tape and they convert into a halfway decent Ln2 pot. Because basically the top of them looks like this. So yeah, I'm not using like, I just have tape going up over the top, so basically the tape overhangs like that. And yeah, it probably will work. The temperature control will be kind of garbage, but it shouldn't be too bad because right now that stick's sitting at it's sitting at 15 right now, and it's not warming up at all. So that's good. Yeah, CPU is cored down all the way to single core because we do not need a lot of performance. We just need the memory to clock high, and the less load there is on the memory controller and the less heat the CPU puts out, the better. So, yeah, and I'll only run it down to minus 100 because, yeah, I could use the RSVD switch and run at minus 190 and whatever, but the thing is, KB Lake's memory controller maxes out at around minus 100, so it's not like I'm going to gain any more by going colder, and it's just going to make running the system harder. So, yeah. These are the current settings I'm starting with, so we're starting at 1.225 vCCIO. I've downclocked pretty much everything. CPU's underclocked to 1.4. I've dropped the hyperthreading. There's only one core enabled. Like, everything is just set up to be as slow as possible. Even the BIOS is lagging, which is kind of interesting about the Apex. It does that. Yeah, okay, so temperature on the memory has gone up by 2 degrees now. So, yeah, this is totally going to work. Totally. Anyway, I think we'll start by just pulling the CPU down to minus 100. And then we'll start trying to overclock the memory, because this is just going to be a disaster. So, Yeah, and for thermal paste, I did not repaste the memory sticks or anything. I have not, like, they're just the regular heat sinks that they come with, and the thermal tape or thermal pads or whatever it is that Team Group is using for them. The CPU is just running Cryonaut everywhere. This should not take long, because I'm really bad at memory overclocking. So far on air cooling, I've managed to do 4.5 gigahertz, but it's like super, super unreliable. I have Turbo V Core installed, so once we get into the OS, I can tweak the BCLK up and down. This motherboard has, like, interesting thing to note is technically you have, you have these memory dividers, so you have 4000, 4133, and 4266. 4266 is not actually supported by any Kaby Lake CPU. It doesn't work. So we'll just use 4133 and high BCLK. So I'll just try boot that right now. But I think we'll need more VCCIO and VCCSA. This CPU does not seem to have a stellar memory controller, so... And we're almost under 0 at this point. Come on, go negative already. Also, for some reason, the system's just having some weird boot issues today, but hopefully that won't stop anything. Oh, yeah, it just keeps boot looping it like that. Which, I mean, that's kind of normal for this board, but I don't remember it doing it this much. Like, I know it does that for like 4000, 12, 12, 12, and other high-performance memory settings, but for just like max frequency, I don't get why it's doing it. It might be the super, super ridiculously loose DDR4 timings, which actually I'll show you that next once we go into the BIOS. If we get into the BIOS. There we go. Yeah, so for B-Die, basically you just set these 3 memory timings as loose as they go. Well, technically you can go higher on the cast latency, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. So you just run 21, 31, 61, 62, 63, doesn't really matter which one you run, 2T, and then really high TRFC, which I have it at 480 right now because 512 and higher don't really work for me. We shall see if I end up changing that later on. See if we can boot 101. 102. Yeah, let's try boot 4200. That's not really an achievement, but I do want to start stepping it up as I pull the CPU down. So we're at -8 right now. It's just going to keep boot looping like that. Yeah, no, I've run, on air cooling, I've run this system all the way to 4300 megahertz CL13. But it's just like, I don't even know how I did that. Actually, I think I might have done even 4400 CL13. But I'm just really, really bad at memory overclocking, so it's like I've hit those frequencies like once, 3, 4 times, and then I can't hit them ever again. So I am not the person you want to be going to advice for memory overclocking, but we shall see. -27 on the CPU at this point. RAM is at 22 degrees. It's just barely got into ambient at this point. 4200 works. 105. Let's go for that. 43. Okay, that's actually hard. Like, really, I start struggling above 4300. So we'll just go to 104, which is just under. I don't know what I just hit, but anyway, -26 on the CPU. Since I'm only on 1 core, I'm not worried, and I'm not going to actually put the CPU under any load. I'm not really worried about, like, cracking thermal paste or anything. So, yeah, -34. And now we're getting a 55. Let's see if I can just retry through that. I really hope I can retry through that, because that is not a fun postcode to try get around. Luckily, the board has safe boot, so it's not going to slow me down too much. 55 again. Okay, safe boot. Alright, minus 40. It might be the memory just needs more voltage, though I'm pretty sure it's set to 1. No, it's at 1.35. That would explain that. Why is safe boot not working? That's bad. Alright, minus 40 on the CPU at this point. For something like this, ideally you'd want to use a slow Ln2 pot, but I only have one, so... And the Fusion is like, it's not heavy enough to be slow. Goes down fast. Doesn't, yeah. Okay, so we've safe booted, and... yeah, it's at 1.35 mem voltage. Doesn't, yeah, that does make perfect sense. Let's give it 1.6. I remember the trick to getting 4300 running at, like, good CL was that I was booting, like, a way lower volt, like... So, you can actually, with memory, there's the Apex lets you set, like, a boot up voltage and running voltage separately. And I have no idea why it's still 55ing, so I'm going to assume that's the memory controller on the CPU complaining. Which wouldn't surprise me, because, as I've said, this one really doesn't seem to be a stellar example of a DDR4 of a 7700K, at least in terms of memory overclocking. There we go. Oh, damn it, I let it get into Windows. Oh well, let's see what it runs. CPU Z. We're not going to run any stress tests or anything, and in fact, actually, while we're here, I'm going to set up msconfig. There we go. Yeah, so it reset itself. Boot, advanced options. Oh, we're already at 1.2 gigs. Whatever, let's set it to... How much memory is it using right now? Performance. It is using 0.8. Okay, well, that means I could probably set it to 1 gig. Apply. There. And the reason why you do that is just BDI gets more stable as you use less of it, so... And it's unique to BDI that you can just set max memory to get better stability. Most other memory, like there are some other memory ICs that behave the same, but BDI is like the, like for any setting above certain frequency, you need 4 gig max mem, and then any settings above, like, yeah. So it's kind of unique to BDI that you need to set it up so much. Minus 63 on the CPU. $66, $68, so we're almost at the temperature I want to be at. Yeah, the BIOS temperature readings are completely wrong. Basically, the moment it goes below 0, the temperature sensor inside Intel CPUs stops working, so... It's not accurate anymore, that's why it goes red. No, that is way too high. We'll see if that can get me past that 55. I am not very good at this, so we shall see. Oh, looks like it'll actually post. We're at minus 62 now, so I'm just going to keep pulling it down. But yeah, we need to like, we're miles and miles away from 5 gigahertz. Please post. Thanks. The other interesting thing is actually the memory is now going slightly below ambient because the cold from the CPU and the CPU being so low power is traveling through the And also because the apex is, you know, too dim and they've like really crammed the memory slots as close to the CPU socket as possible. The end result is that actually on the apex, as you cool down the CPU, the memory starts cooling down through the memory traces, so the memory is currently slightly below ambient. Let's go for 105 BCLK. I'll see if it still posts that. And then if it doesn't, we'll just give it more VCCSA and VCCIO. It's really like, maximum memory frequency is like, knowing what settings to configure and how, like, can go a long way, but I'm just not that great at it, so hopefully just more voltage and lower temperatures is all I need here, because I have no idea what else there is to this. Post, please. There we go, 30, 43, 44. Let's go 106 for, actually no, 1065. Oh, no, it won't let me set to do that. Okay, there. Let's go for 4400. We're at minus 90 on the CPU. That's a 49. That's not a 55, so we might be able to post, like, retry through that. 55 is generally the memory controller complaining. 49 seems to, like, be, I'm not actually sure. So, and as the 55, let's hit retry again. I'm hoping I don't need to put more voltage through it. It's at minus 100 now. Yeah, okay, more voltage. I don't think the memory really shouldn't need it, so, but I will still bump up the memory just in case. It's like too much, like you can't really give the memory too much voltage, but you can certainly not have enough. See, 1.7, 1.35, 1.375. Since we're on Ln2, it's safe to go like into the 1.4 range on the system agent and I/O voltage. So that's why I'm actually running the Ln2, because high I/O and SA voltages aren't safe for air cooling. That's another 49. Funny thing is, this memory at like significantly tighter timings than what it's running right now can run basically the same frequencies. It's like, as I said, 4300 CL13, I've done that on this memory. It's just going up from there. I don't know how. And that's why I want to blame the CPU, because the memory has no problem running CL13 at 4300, and then the CPU, it's like, okay, let's go over 4300, and it's just 55, 49, 55, 49 non-stop. Or it's me. I'm probably missing some really fundamental setting that I need to play with, but it's not like there's a guide for how to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's see what the motherboard does on auto, if that can't help. Somebody asked, how did I get into Ln2 overclocking? Once upon a time, I was reading the ROG website, and there was a post about Der Bauer breaking some record on the 3960X, and I thought, whoa, this stuff is really cool, and that's basically how I got really interested in doing Ln2 overclocking, and then sort of from there, like, I didn't start right after seeing that, but I did work my way, like, I did my best to get eventually into it, so yeah. Not being super careful with the CPU temperatures here. It's a minus 90 again. Man, that 55 code, I'm gonna have nightmares about that one. What? 1.4? No, the CPU is not too slow. It's like my 4.5 gigahertz was done at 1.2 gigahertz core clock. Like, yeah, so I'm just doing something wrong. DRAM timings. The funny thing is, the last time I got a good memory overclock, I wasn't running that 30, like the RAS to CAS delay at 31, which is really weird because it really should be that you should set it to 31 and call it a day, but I don't know. It's either the motherboard or the memory or the... Well, actually, I think it might be the CPU, but... I'm going to check my old memory frequency submission. 2254. Yeah, okay. So, I have done 4.5 gigahertz on memory before. I've just dropped it in the chat. And that was at 10... Yeah, so 21, 26, 40... That is so, like... Okay, well, let's try those settings again. 48, 1023. Like, everybody else on the memory frequency ranking, like, above the 4.5 gigahertz range is at, like, 21, 31, 62. And I need to... Yeah, and it's still not posting. Safe boot. This is really embarrassing because I know other guys are able to get like 4800 running on air cooling with more than one stick of RAM. It's just like, I can't go over 4300 without having massive problems. Oh yeah, the memory's at 17 degrees. It's really starting to freeze through. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Less core clock. That's the only difference I can really see. 1.8. Okay, at this point I'll actually have to configure the VTT, otherwise that's going to go way high. 0.9 and... Somewhere in here, yeah, eventual. So this is the memory voltage it'll actually run at. Let's set 1.9 there. I'll see if we can train at like 1.75. So basically what I've done just now is that the memory goes through the post process at a lower voltage than it actually ends up being once it finishes post. And it doesn't seem to have helped, so... Funny thing is, I always, like, it always lights up the CPU LED. Not the DRAM LED when it throws the... Well, 55 doesn't light up anything, so... That's great. Yeah, still throwing 55. I don't get it. I think I've pretty much copied my settings from that other one. I'll just try more voltage into it. No, don't want to go into timings. There, we'll see what this does. Oh, damn, I'm out of Ln2. And a 49. Useless thing. Uh, 55. Just retry again. Memory's at 15 degrees now. Oh, now it's running. Okay, we're at minus 100 though, so I did just press retry, right? Not safe boot. Yeah, okay, now it's running 4400. Cool! Let's keep going up. 107. Actually, 108. Let's try that. This is probably not going to work again. $49. Wonder if freezing the memory wouldn't help. Because it is at 15 degrees right now. And we do have the CPU at minus 100. 49 again. Just going to retry through that 49 this time. So, this just lost temperature. It's too bad I can't use the OC panel for both temperatures because the second input on my OC panel is broken, so. Okay, that's another 55, so safe boot. I think I'm going to take the memory below 0 at this point. Oh wait, not working. Did I? $49. Zero, zero. Oh, that's a cold bug. Oh, there we go. I might actually have to flick the RSVD. Cold bug removal switch. Zero, zero again. I have no idea what it's complaining about. Okay, you know what? We'll try go into Windows and we'll just try use Turbo vCore from inside the OS to overclock the BCLK a bit. Because once it's posted, it shouldn't, like, there should be some headroom still left in the memory. first we need to get into the BIOS and drop that to a value it'll actually post on, which we shall see. No, it doesn't post that either. $49. We're going to give a shot to the memory. I hit the motherboard with that. Looks like I actually need something there. Up. To not spill. Oh, there we go. It posted. CPU's at minus 106. Memory is going below 0 now. We're at minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 on the memory. Man, Windows is taking forever to boot. Okay, we're minus 12. I think it's going to end up by like minus 15 by the time this stops cooling down. So, there we go. Let's get Turbo vCore open. CPU Z. No, I meant Turbo vCore. Okay, so memory's at minus 18. And I've somehow opened Afterburner for some reason. Yeah, so we're at... Wait, what? Oh, right, we're at 4400, yeah. That's correct. Turbo vCore. PLL, okay. DRAM VGT. Memory, where's my DRAM voltage? Up here. Okay, that worked. We'll go up in 0.5 megahertz increments. Memory's still at minus 15. CPU's kind of dropping into minus 95 range. Ah, screw it. Jump by 1 megahertz. There, see? It runs 108 BCLK just fine once we're in the OS, but won't post it. Weird. 2242. Apply 109. There we go. At this point, I've beaten my old record. Yeah, blew my record away by 4 megahertz. And I'll give the memory a bit more Ln2. Because it's getting a bit warm again. $22.66. And it froze. Okay, 110 BCLK. I'm gonna loosen out the memory timings again. We're at minus 24 degrees on the memory. BDI should work down, like, between, like, most of the memory frequency records I've seen, the memory is between sort of minus 40 and minus 70, so still have some temperature room on there. $31.62. Boot. Please post. 49. Minus 22 on the memory. 100. I don't think I overshot it, so... There. I should have made the tape opening bigger. There we go. There we go, memory's at -30 now. According to a temperature probe that's like taped onto the heatsink, so it's not super accurate, but it's something. And we're gonna be in the OS any minute now. How long the post takes. We are now at minus... Yeah, so memory's slightly below -30 now. CPU's at -104. Actually, why am I opening that way? Okay, so last time it crashed. So I'm going to give it more I/O and SA voltage. Memory. Okay, that's working nice. Oh wait, that is way too high. What the hell? Come on, safe boot. I'll just wait. Yeah, it's really not doing that bad for the temperature stability on the memory. I was worried this was going to go up and down like crazy, but even at 1.76 volts, DRAM really doesn't make a lot of heat. So, well, DDR4 doesn't make a lot of heat, so... Oh, I had the VTT super low again. Okay, let's go up to 0.9. 3. I'm just going to skip to 2 there, and... 1.85. That should be, well, 1.9, that should be, nah, it does not like that. It boots for me. Last time I was doing like 4300 and decent memory timings, it liked 1.85 best, so we shall see for the boot up voltage. And 49, let's retry. Memory's at -42. 41. And it posted. Nice. Now, the temperature stability is not great, but... And I think I just overshot it, so it's going to go down to like -50 by the time we get into Windows, but... The team group memory, especially like the kit I have, was like binned for max frequency, and it apparently is overall even optimized for maximum frequency and running on liquid nitrogen, so it shouldn't have a problem with the temperature being so low, and it isn't, so exhibiting any issues so far. So let's get Turbo V Core open again, and CPU Z. 4.2, 4.5, there we go. $108. $109. 3. 2 volts on the memory right now, so the CPU a bit more Ln2. Okay, still working. I think, nah, this is still too low. Let's go up. Ah, damn it! I'm sure it's still the memory controller on the CPU that's giving up and not the memory stick. It's really annoying. It's just like, can't really do anything about the CPU. Except maybe buy like 10 7700Ks until I find one that's good at running memory fast. Gonna play with some of the memory settings again, because the interesting thing is there's the Maximus tweak setting, and I think what it does is it optimizes some of your subtimings for different things. So we'll try mode 2. I think that one's for max frequency. If it isn't, then we'll find out, and I'll try mode 1. And we're 49ing again. Useless garbage. And now we're 0, 0. I think it'll post. Please? Yay! It posted. At last. I think Windows is about to give me a blue screen. Oh, there we go. Now it's booting properly again. I'm surprised. That tape is doing a really good job of not spilling Ln2. Like, it's actually working. Much better than I expected it to. It's too bad it's not clocking well. Memory. 109, 42, no wait, 47, 45. Why? Yeah, so that worked great. More memory voltage? I really don't think that's what it needs right now, but I think it might be to do with that. Why are there so many settings that I don't know anything about? Oh, great. Like BCLK slew rate, 2.5 volts per nanosecond. Let me guess. 3.5 volts per nanosecond. Okay. So that's clock gen settings. That's nice. 40. PC RAM. Ah! Blue screen, everybody. Damn it. It's at minus 93, and I'm going to need more Ln2 again. And it shouldn't be that hard to, like, I even posted 4500, so I don't know why it's complaining so much. Let's go play with some BIOS settings again. Maybe if I posted a higher memory, like, BCLK, we'll see. I'll try. 109. That should be postable, because it does run in Windows. And it's just going to be 55, 49, 55, 49, 55, 49 forever. There, see? 49. 0. Memory is at minus 130. I mean minus 30, not 130. Well, minus 36, but too warm. 55. Damn it, just boot. Five again. The worst thing is, like, the 55 code is basically there's something wrong with something in the memory system. So that could be the memory controller, the memory stick, well, that's the only two parts, but that's one part too many. I'm trying to troubleshoot something. Again. Memory's at minus 50 now, minus 52. I really overshot that. $55. No, I mean 55 memory temperature. Well, almost. It's at 54. No, still throwing postcodes left, right, and center. Okay. Said safe boot, damn it. There we go, we're back in the BIOS. Higher values may improve overclocking stability. Well, let's try higher. Slew rate. Speed at which, yeah, okay, that's what I figured it does. Set high for value for overclocking stability. Enable to reduce EMI, disable to get, yeah, okay, I wanted that. Frequency update rate, lower values, speed up clock change. Please don't throw a 55. Ah. Anyway, I need more Ln2, so... What did it throw now? 49. 2B, yeah. That's normal. $55 again. And again. And again. And I'm gonna safe boot at this point. I have literally no idea what part of the system has such a massive problem with this. 1 point. Let's try that. I mean, we're under liquid nitrogen, so I could set pretty much whatever voltage I feel like. 1.35. Stand by. I have no idea what that does. DRAM ref voltage. Yeah, okay. This is the part of the memory overclocking stuff. I don't know. We're not going to touch those. Wait, what's this set up for? Okay, that's set up correctly. That's all set up correctly. Yeah. Tweaker's Paradise. Initial BCLK frequency. Alright, let's try 106. So, okay, this'll post, but it might cause some weirdness. Let's see. Well, it should post, but it's not really doing it the proper way. Anyway, let's see if it does that. Oh no, it's still throwing a 49. I kind of feel like I should just give up on trying to post at 109 BCLK, or even 107, because that's what the initial basically means. It's not running 109 BCLK until we're in the operating system. Oh, there we go, it posted. At last. Well, actually, I wanted to go to the operating system. Damn it, I'm spilling Ln2 again. Problem is... Go. Can you give some... Let's see. Yeah, so we're already at 109 BCLK, because what I did was I set the post frequency to 107. I just want more BCLK. Fly? Okay. That is a pathetic maximum frequency overclock, so... Funny thing is, this kit of memory comes from a batch of memory, which was binned specifically for max frequency, and there's some overclockers which I think actually work for Team Group like directly, that have like some of these memory sticks doing like 5.2 gigahertz on a different motherboard with probably an actually binned CPU, but this is really annoying. Okay, this crashed last time. Ah, now it doesn't crash. Progress! I've picked up a whopping 1 megahertz. Okay, let's try this. Full stone crash? Okay. That works. That works. Cool. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere! Yay! I've produced at 1 megahertz more. We shall see. It might still go up. Might still go up. We're at minus 30 on the memory. I'm gonna pull that down a bit. I should have really made a bigger, like, slide for the Ln2 into that memory pot. But, yeah. Okay, progress has been made. Yes. Okay, so that's good. That's still working. Oh, come on! Okay, so I've made 1.4 megahertz of improvement on the BCLK. That's quite frankly depressing. Ugh. And I'm still in a memory frequency range that, like, there's guys getting that on air, so... Now I forgot which button I pressed. I think I might have hit safe boot. We shall see once we get into the BIOS. Oh no, I hit... Looks like I hit the retry. Okay. Let's see that. Let's try mode 1. $49. Retry through that. Ryzen 7 1700 memory controller. It really depends on your... Like, I've used one. That's the thing. It's like I've not tested a bunch of CPUs, and from what I've heard, 1800Xs are generally much better for memory controller, like have better memory controllers than even the 1700X and the 1700. So, I don't know. I think most of them would probably top out around 3500. But I'm not sure. I've only ever used one. And I haven't seen anything about somebody testing like 20 of them for memory frequency. You know what? I think mode 2 is better for max frequency. Because mode 1 is just, like, failing epically right now, so... Yeah, for my 1700, I generally run around 3200 I just run it at 3200 megahertz with really tight memory timings, because that gets me... Like, I have done 3466, but timing's so loose that, like, 3200 just outperforms it, so... Yeah, it's not great. Anyway, it looks like mode 2 really was better. Has to be something that I can, like, do to make it do better. Memory's at almost minus 60 now, so... There we go, it posted again. Yay! And my temperature probe just turned off. 55. It does look like this memory does prefer to be cold, so we shall see. I'm gonna try, max out the, nah, I'm not gonna max that out. DMI voltage, I have no idea what that voltage is. So that sucks. There's like a nice big paper on all the different settings for the Apex, but should have probably like studied that before trying to do this, but whatever. That worked last time. So let's try that. Still works, 2280. That is still such a miserable frequency though. Okay, let's try 47, 45, there. Okay. And this crashed last time, and now it's not crashing. Oh, no, CPU-Z just exploded. CPU-Z, yes, okay, CPU-Z just blew up. So now we're starting to get memory errors. So I'm gonna cool the memory down a bit again. Because I think... Oh, everything's on fire. You can, like, the funny thing is, like, when you're pushing, like, really edge case memory settings, you can see how, like, the whole OS is just falling apart as it's throwing errors everywhere. Yeah, okay, so that wasn't stable. Memory's at minus 63 right now. I'm really bad at memory clock. I'm just really bad at the memory in general, but... Let's try that. It looks like it'll actually post at 108 BCLK now. But I'm running the memory at like minus 60. I have to be missing some like... There really is no articles about max memory clock on VDI. I know there's an article for Hynix, but like there couldn't be two memory chips more different than Hynix and VDI, so... Hynix AFR and VDI. At least this isn't using a lot of Ln2. Why am I trying to get, like, high memory frequency? Because, yeah, it's like, why am I trying to, like, high scores and benchmarks are the same, equally stupid, you know. Logic behind doing this, or 3D Mark, or Super Pi, or anything else, it's the same. It's just like, I want the biggest number. And there is also a Team Cup stage, so, yeah. Also, Team Group asked me to do a max memory frequency thing, which was a mistake on their part, because I suck at this. I'm so bad. It's just like, I bet if there's probably like 90 other people, and there's probably a few hundred other overclockers who are all ranked above me in max memory frequency that they could have given these sticks to, and they would have been more successful than me, but... Let's see. Okay, so that still works as it always did, and... Oh, progress again. I don't even know what it did. I'm just, like, the memory's colder, I guess, and there's more voltage on it. I did give it more VTT. Oh, it froze again. Lovely. And just died. We're at almost minus 60. I mean, minus 70 now, but that's a 49. I have not seen one of those in a while, have I? I'm gonna go look through other people's max frequency. There's 57 other people with higher frequency records than me, so... That's at least 57 other people that would have done better with this RAM, so... Yay, me. Let's see. I wonder which of these guys kindly posted all of their sub timings. That would make my life so easy. I could just copy their memory settings and go like, yep, this is how you do this. Okay, there's people running a lot lower CPU clocks. Same memory size. Okay, well, I'll try that. Okay. Less CPU clock. I'm gonna drop it all the way down to the 8x multiplier. Alright, what's their Northbridge at? Okay, I need to check what the auto timing's set. Good idea. Zero 2, well, that's a new one. Never seen that before. $49 again. $49 again. And again. I didn't change the BCLK. I don't know why it's having issues now. I only made one of the timings looser. You should not be complaining about that. Okay, well, I'll try... I don't know, it's like... I'm gonna try those weird, like, memory timings I had for my first frequency record with these sticks. I don't know, it just looks like they don't like super loose timings or something, so... that might be it. That makes zero sense, though, but whatever. There, let's try that. No, that's still throwing 49s. Yeah, you posted. That's funny. It doesn't seem to make a difference what memory timings I set past a certain point, I think. Oh, wait, why did I press delete? Wanted to go into the OS. The memory with some Ln2. Pull it down a bit. CPU's getting a bit warm. It crashed. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, it crashed. $55. Ugh. $49 again. Wonder if maybe I should try a lower memory multiplier and higher BCLK. I'm gonna try that. Stop 49ing on me! It's like it posted once. CC? What the hell do you mean CC? Post! Postcodes I've never seen before. Lovely. CC again. What the hell is a CC? Did the CPU die or something? CC. What? I don't have a profile saved. So I really want this to post because I need to, like... I want to at least save a profile now. It's just like, no! Damn it! Okay, well, we're gonna have to start over, kinda. Oh, man. Wipe the BIOS and hope that it boots. No, that's not a good sign. What the f... Okay, now I'm gonna go look at the motherboard manual. Because I have literally no idea what that postcode is supposed to be. I wonder if they even... like, what is that? I've never seen that one. Asus Max 9 Apex. No, support. What? Memory error. What do you mean memory error? Can't be the memory's too cold. Where's the hairdryer? Let's try that. They're gonna take a while to warm up. Yep. Assuming that's even the error. The water, like, it can't be water on the memory sticks because the memory sticks are at minus 35, so they're covered in ice, but... Put the board out of Ln2 mode and we'll see if that fixes anything. Oh, now it's posting. What the hell? Okay, well, it booted. Yay. Minus 85 now on the CPU. That's fine. I should have really made a profile. Asus overclocking profile, load from 2, no. Ah. 8. 8, 8. RAM frequency, no. This BIOS is a... 21, 31, 63, 2T, mode 2, 10, 23, 1.7, we were at like 1.85, so I'll just do that again, 1.3, 4, CPU is still cold, so 1.35, go. So that's pretty much all the settings loaded right back up, except like the BCLK stuff, but let's see if we can post this. Yeah, let's post. Memory's at minus 24. CPU's at minus 92. I need more Ln2. Yeah, I'm posting just fine. Yeah, okay, cool. There. The funny thing about the Apex BIOS is, sometimes when overclocking memory, wiping the BIOS and starting over actually makes it overclock better. Which I also don't get how that happens, but it does. I guess it just sort of gets stuck on some bad sub-timings, and resetting the BIOS refreshes all of the memory sub-settings that it needs to set up when posting. Get this back down to minus 100. You back down to minus 30. There we go. Yeah, I should have really made that tape taller. It's not tall enough. Anyway, settings. Yeah, let's see if we can just post 4400 right off the bat. Nope, we can't. And now it did. Great. I think it crashed. Oh no, it's still fine. Just the long post delay that I have set up so I don't miss the BIOS. There we go, and we're back in Windows. Nah. Now we shall see if this was a BCLK thing or a memory thing. 11. It was a memory thing. Okay. We're like miles and miles away from where I left off last time. 2240. To 60, 70. I was doing like 80 last time, so 80 still doesn't work. Memory's back down at a minus 50. Here's the thing with Linux. They won't let you post any, like, scores with it. Mostly because well, I don't know. It's just like there's nothing you can post with Linux as a operating system. You can't use it, so. try that. 1.4, 1.42, nah, there. $49, lovely. Oh, and it posted. One, two, three. Okay, still working. And that's a Windows decided to be stupid. Yay! Goodbye, Windows. Really sucks that I don't have more CPUs to try with. Because it could just be the memory controller on this 7700K is trash, and there's nothing I can do to make it go higher. At this point, it is at its very limit. What Threadripper I am getting? The Threadripper mech doesn't exist, because I don't have any budget to buy a Threadripper, and AMD won't send one. Why don't I try my 7350K? Because I was told by a friend who has another friend who binned like 57 350Ks that they couldn't find a single 7350K that would go over 4.5 gigahertz on memory. Or even 4.3. Like, they were really bad. So they could not find a single 7350K with a good memory controller, so I'm just not even going to try that one. And that's the guy who can put, like, who was praising the Apex for posting, what was it? 4700 memory clock with, like, no problem. So, he knows his stuff when it comes to memory overclocking, and if he says the 7350Ks suck, then the 7350Ks suck. It just might so happen that my 7700K sucks almost as much as the 7350s. Oh, let's try again. $14, please. Oh, look, it worked. I'm still like miles and miles away from 2.5, 5 gigahertz. Oh, well, progress is slow, but... yay, I'm gonna maybe make 2300 at this rate. Please? Yes! I'm just under 2300. Okay, I'm saving that. Yeah, I'm saving that. Build Zoid, save validation file. USB stick. No, what the hell? Mouse, stop being retarded. DDR4, 2300. Save. Cool. So now I'm just going to check that that actually saved, and I need a screenshot as well. CPU-Z. Just for the, because I am doing this for the Team Cup for Team Alza. Because if, well, if the team does well, then no, that's a good thing. There we go. full screen. Though this is like terrible by Team Alza standards. Like this is still a terrible score. DDR4 2300, and it is already save. Okay, so that's saved. Let's go higher. Why is this... Ah! I'm like, why is this now working so nicely? Nope. Oh, well. That's still, like, I've picked up a 50 megahertz over my last record, so... Progress, but... This still sucks. This is still really bad. At least the tape for the Ln2 pod is working, like, that is working great. Considering how terrible it looks, it's working great. I could not ask for better results from that. I also was considering, like, using just more tape to get, like, more thermal mass into it, but I'm not sure about the thermal capacity of tape, and I'd probably have to use a lot of it to get any decent increase, but... Oh, well. I'm still going to try boot at a higher BCLK, because that does seem to be helping a bit. What else is there? We could try higher boot voltage. Definitely going to try higher SA and IO again. 1.47. Try this a bit higher. Actually, no. That broke it last time. And we'll save a profile at this point, because I think I'm about to break it again. Say profile name. Max Mem. Actually, let's just call it Max Meme, because this is a pain. And I'll save it on 7. Yes. Okay. Xtreem tweaker. Ooh, and I wanted to check out those memory subtimings. So 15, 14, that looks correct. 13, 6, yeah, 13, 4 activate win time. Actually, I think that goes higher. Yes, it does. So we'll loosen that out even further. I'm pretty sure. Okay, but I'll leave the motherboard to do that one on its own. I don't know that one that well. I really wish I had readings for those, but seems to be broken. RTL, IOL. I don't know how to deal with these, so I'm just going to say those are loose. And leave the motherboard to do its thing, because the motherboard probably knows more about setting up the memory timings than I do. We got a 49 again. VTT is over half VDIM. Yeah, that's fine. And also, like, that is fine. You can set your, like, with BDI, it's basically you can't set the VTT over 0.975 or something like that. Like, most sticks won't like high VTT. And also what I have right now set up is it posts on 1.8 something, well, 1.87, and then it runs at 2 volts. So it doesn't actually stay at that low voltage. It's just for posting that the VTT is high. And there unfortunately isn't a lower, like, option to boot different VTT and run different VTT. Showing 55 is a lot. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to drop that BCLK down again. Actually, no, there's one thing I want to change. I think I have the boot voltage set too high. Will I be archiving the... Yeah, I will archive this stream to YouTube. I unfortunately forgot to archive stream number 43. So, very sorry about that. I missed the window before Twitch removed the archive from their end, and so... Yeah, don't have that one saved. $49. think I kind of overshot it with that. 55. Oh yeah, I really overshot it. Memory is at -70. Doesn't seem to be complaining any more than usual, though. Also, you may have actually, it does not show on stream, but like the heat sinks for the VRM are just completely covered in water. Like, it's really bad. They're absolutely soaked. And we're in. Okay, so actually, I'm going to try even lower memory temperatures, because it doesn't seem to be complaining right now. And I did just delete, didn't I? Yeah, I did just hit delete. That wasn't smart. I want the OS. There. So we're at -82 on the memory. Kind of worried the tape is going to fail. -80. Windows. Okay, nobody home. Restart that. I am not a Twitch partner, but there's the, so I actually have people who kind of deal for me, deal with all of these sort of partnerships and stuff for me, because quite frankly, I hate dealing with it. Like, even just the shirts for AHOC, I don't manage them that well. Like, there's a shirt design that you can't currently find unless you, damn it, like, there's a shirt design that a few people know about, but it's not on the blog because I forgot to post it, so, yeah. The business end of AHOC is, like, run, like, really badly. Let's just put it that way. Yay, it posted. We're at -70 now on the memory. -100 on the CPU. And I just spilled Ln2 everywhere. That's great. Yeah, the main problem with the whole memory pot made out of tape is that even though, like, the heat sinks that Team Group is using on their the T4 sticks, like, they're big chunks of aluminum, they're still not that. Like, there's not a lot of mass to them, so I spill a little bit of Ln2 and the temperature drops like 20 degrees. Memory. Wait, I need a second window so that I can take the screenshot. And please run that. Okay, so that's easy enough, as it should be. 14. Okay. Have you done? I've not pushed Ryzen. I did a brief stint with Ryzen on Ln2 to find out that basically the PCIe breaks, the memory controller breaks, everything stops working under -50 degrees. The moment you take Ryzen below 0, your memory is pretty much stuck at 2666 or lower. So yeah, it wasn't great. So Ryzen with like Ln2 on memory sucks. Well, Ryzen on Ln2 sucks for memory. It could be like, well, apparently it gets better if you pull it all the way down to like -150, but I didn't go that far because the PCIe controller was just completely screwed. And I was trying to bench 3D Mark, so that wasn't going great. And yeah, and Ryzen just in general isn't good for memory overclocking, so I don't see a point in really trying to hammer the memory controller on that with liquid nitrogen on the memory or anything. Because it's like the CPU is not capable of maxing out a B-die memory stick at all. No, the problem with Ryzen isn't the memory getting cold. It's literally like the Ryzen's memory controller stops working below 0. It just completely gives up. Even going from below 20 degrees, the Ryzen memory controller gives up. And that's like part of the CPU. So there's no way to not cool that down while like Ryzen on Ln2 and your memory controller gives up. That's the main problem with it for extreme overclocking. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Threadripper actually has the same problem, so. But yeah, that like, I could see that. Stop B-sodding! Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try some more settings. I wish there was something like, oh, there's a memory hole on Kaby Lake, so you just need to skip a certain range of frequencies to make it work. But I don't think that's the case. At least I've never read anything about something like that, so. Give that more. 2.1. Bam. I said 2.1. Oh, I'm not in Ln2 mode. Right. Yeah. Okay, wait. Give me a second. Now we're going to get more memory voltage. Up to 2.2 volts. But I'm not actually going to shove 2.2 volts through it because that's way too much. There. Gonna try that. Try that. So that's still VCLK adaptive. It's disabled. Tweaker's Paradise. I'm also gonna up the slew rate. Because that basically, I assume what the slew rate is how quickly the BCLK, I assume it's a square wave, how quickly the square wave for the BCLK, how quickly it rises up and down on the edges of the squares, so. In theory, that should make it more stable. That's why it says it'll improve overclocking if you increase that setting. Though I'm also pretty sure if you set it too high on like ambient cooling, it'll probably kill something. So. Please post. No thanks, garbage. I need more Ln2. Did it just boot? Looks like it. It didn't freeze either. Oh no, Windows crapped out. I'm not putting up with that. There, now it posted. Yeah, the memory really does seem to prefer being at around -60. Please don't throw another Windows load error. Yes! Okay, Windows is actually loading properly. Yeah, if I had a proper Ln2 pot for memory, those things are like massive. And way overkill for how much heat memory puts out, so that would be better for the temperature control, because right now it's like it just dropped another 8 degrees from that little drip I gave it. Okay, 15 working. Let's go for 16. Ah! Blue screen! $55. So we're on more memory. Like, I don't know. I've run out of things to change. It's like I've pretty much maxed out the memory voltage. Pretty much maxed out the VCCSA and VCC. Well, it can go higher, but I'd rather not. I like having a working 7700K, especially because the like CPU cores on this thing are halfway decent. So, like, it'll run benchmarks all the way up to 5.4 gigahertz on water. With a lot of voltage, but it'll still do it. It's just the memory controller seems to just completely suck. Boo, damn it. Why do the French people on Overclock TV always shout blue screen? I assume that's their way of making the overclocking live streams exciting. That's an attempt to make the live streams more exciting when they're doing competitions. Damn it, post. Why can't you just post? Is that too much to ask for? Evidently it is. Okay, safe boot. I really wish I could try also a different kit of DDR4. And maybe a different motherboard. Just generally try more things. Because it's really hard to tell if it's like, is it just me or is it the system that sucks? When you only have one point of reference. Anyway, I'm going to save this configuration and then I'm going to try a different memory ratio. Max mem 4,000 ratio. Can I put that all the way? I'm gonna put that on 6. Probably end up binning this one anyway. Extreme tweaker. No, I want extreme tweaker. I'm gonna go to 4133 memory clock. Should be 4600 by the time we post, but we're not going to be trying to boot that because there's just no way that's doing that. Okay, 109. There, let's try post with that. No, I'm still throwing 49s. What happens if a GPU VRM overheats? Depends on how much your manufacturer cares about the VRM. So a lot of GPUs don't actually have VRM temperature sensors, and basically they will just blow up. So yeah. And there's a lot of motherboards with no VRM temperature sensors. And you might be like, wait, why the hell would you not put a temperature sensor on a VRM, which is known to run hot? Well, temperature sensors cost money. There, that's why you don't put temperature sensors on cheap, like there's a lot of the AM3 Plus motherboards were notorious for blowing up, and the main reason why they blew up, no temperature sensor. So there was no way to know if the VRM was about to die. And so there was no way to prevent the VRM from blowing up. Damn it, 49. Oh, look. No, 49. Yeah, I just safe booted it, so. I'm going to try boot at a slightly lower base clock, because admittedly it wasn't posting 4.5 gigahertz anyway, even before, so. Kind of feel tempted to just slap in a high enough BCLK to post 5 gigahertz and see what happens. Like, just put in, like, what would I need right now? Like, 115 BCLK and see if that boots. Oh, look, it posted. But I've already done 4600 as a screenshot, so see if I can do 4700 with this. Yeah, I'll save a profile before the high frequency boot. I mean, I already technically have this saved as a profile because that max mem 4000 ratio is literally the same as this, except for different BCLK and different memory ratio. It didn't change any voltages between them. Turbo V Core. Okay, so 109 doesn't matter to me anyway, so we'll just go 110. Apply. Well, that applied. Good. Okay, so can we do 11? Can we do 12? No, we can't. Ugh. The BIOS is so slow at 8x. Let's try that. Posts. I doubt it. Please don't make me look like an idiot, Motherboard. Thank you, Motherboard. I know I could rely on you to put out a 49. I don't think there's any other postcode you do know how to display. Except 50. 55. Oh, and CC, which randomly shows up and screws you over. Yeah, still throwing 49s. Five again. Oh, actually, no, that's a 55 new. Maybe if I just retry enough times, it'll eventually post. Which would be the stupidest thing ever, but not the first time I've seen that happen. Okay, no, it's just going between 49 and 55. You know what would be really silly? If less voltage helped. And that's why I'm going to try that. 1.75. That didn't make a difference. What the hell? Are you kidding me? It just posted 115. Why do you need to do this to me? Why can't you just be normal? Motherboard proceeds to scream. Oh. So I've been messing around with some random BIOS settings for the last hour and a half. Oh no, 2 hours. And the trick to making it run faster is to lower the boot voltage and just go for it. Dumb motherboard. Oh no, Windows crapped out again. This is like, you know what, it's like, VDI is like the most unreliable memory IC for booting ever. Like, this is completely apparently normal. You just retry, and suddenly you have a world record. And I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get some cookies. Yeah, I just posted again. Whoops. Anyway. Well, hungry. That's the wrong term. I'm just like, I want to eat cookies. There we go. I think, yeah. Yeah, it's working. It's freaking working. You know, there is a chance it might have, like, reset its settings, but We'll see. Nope. Yep, it's working. See? Yeah, just throw more gigahertz at it and lower your boot voltage. That's the trick to making this stupid pile of garbage work. I am not impressed at all. I think it's 77, right? Okay, now with that saved, now we need the screenshot. No. Two, 370. All right. PNG save. Lovely. Lovely. I love you. I love you, RAM. I love you, CPU. I love you both. I'm totally not gonna hook you up to 240 volts AC. Okay, so let's see how far we can push the VCLK before it craps out again. This might actually do 5 gigahertz if I just throw 5 gigahertz at it and try to post. Yeah, okay, so 2800 right here, right now. Wait, 2400. 4800 megahertz, effective 24 megahertz there. Let's validate that. Save validation file. Gotta love this stuff. Save. DDR4, 2100, PNG, save. Great, more. We need more. Yeah. I love you, motherboard. At least the memory sticks are evidently, like, doing their thing. There we go, more. Yeah, I might actually get 5 gigahertz at this rate. Damn it! That's what I get for saying I might actually succeed. Anyway. More juice and 5 gigahertz, here we go. Actually, I don't want to do the retry down, so let's safe boot. Alright. Cookie and Ln2 pot, please? No, why would I do that? That would just make my Ln2 pot full of chocolate. Okay, so what does 120 work out to? Almost 5 gigahertz. We're just going to try boot straight 5 gigahertz. Because I've lost it. There. I think he's going to post. I think he's gonna post. Like, it's gonna do it just fine. 5 gigahertz. Right here, right now. You've never seen DDR4 that... Yeah, it's gonna... This is normal for this board. It boot loops twice before booting anything. So... Yeah. Yeah, it's posting. LOL! I feel like such a freaking idiot. I'm like, why doesn't it go up in 1 megahertz steps? No, it's not 1 megahertz steps. You just skip the process. Go straight for 5 gigahertz. Call it a day. Awful. Oh, and we're still at 1.75 volts boot voltage. So, that's great. Alright, yes. Well, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you know, it's supposed to be a I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that word at this point. I don't know how. I am too frustrated. Oh wait, it glitched out. What the hell? Did I screw up the BIOS settings or something? Does it just boot it at 105? Okay, so it did just... Okay, so it didn't just throw 5 gigahertz. That makes me feel a little bit less terrible about myself. No, I didn't reset any of the settings, so... I don't know why it's being stupid now. I need more Ln2 again. Okay, well that's a 49, but that's normal. It's a 49 again, but we can just retry through that. And I'm gonna pull the memory down again. I think I really overshot that. Actually, I don't think so. I know so. It's at minus 70 in seconds. So it's gonna go... Like, the memory's probably going to hit minus 80 at this rate. But for all I know, it might still work at that point. Because evidently, I don't know anything about this. Yeah, minus 82. 49. Just keep pressing retry, eventually it'll post. Okay, now, that's safe boot. I'm going to give it a bit more boot voltage. I think I'm going to try wipe the BIOS. Like, save profile, wipe the BIOS, and then try these settings again. Because at this rate, I don't see why I can't do them. And it might just be, again, that the BIOS is not training properly for 5 GHz anymore. I want 5G mem and 8. So we'll save that. We'll throw a 49. I'll shut it down. Wipe the BIOS. Memory's getting a bit warm. It's minus 52 now. And we posted, so now I'll just load up that memory profile and yeah, okay, still throwing 49s. Still 49. I might need more boot voltage at this point. Or maybe less again. That would really, like... That would be very fitting, considering what it did before. Yeah, okay, still 49ing. I think it's like when it hits 49 or 55, it starts flipping between those. You actually have a chance to retry through the post code. Now, I don't remember 55ing before, so we shall see. Okay, no, still throwing a 49. Yeah, still 49. Maybe I should just try 4900 instead, instead of trying to skip all the way to 5 gigahertz. Yeah, okay, I'll try that. I got Japanese inspirations for my haircut? Nah, well, the lack of my haircut is inspired by what I look like when I wake up. Also, at this point, I think my hair is far too long, so I'm gonna probably chop it down, like, a bit. Like, so that I can at least see forward. Because it's, like, well, it's so long now that, A, I can't see, B, it doesn't even, like, I can't mess it up that much because it doesn't, it's too heavy. There's too much of it. Why, I forgot what BCLK I said in that first page. What did I set? Yeah, okay, 118.5. No, not RAM timing controls. I hate how they buried all these extra settings in a totally separate submenu when you're doing like what I'm doing right now. You need them a ton. I mean, they did give you a favorites tab, so you can like put them all in the same tab together, but it's just like that's configuring the favorites tab is a pain, so. All right, I'll try and take out some of that VTT. That might be a bit high. There we go. Okay, 49 again. Memories hit minus 52. That's a bit warm. It's still throwing 49s. Thing is, it's like that 49 postcode is just like, it's literally anything. There's like, is there any meaning to the 49 postcode? Nope, it's just, something's wrong. 49. Deal with it yourself. More boot voltage. And no, that's a bit high. Alright, does this go higher? Oh no, that's literally where it maxes out. Okay. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna set the refresh cycle really low so that it refreshes really often. So basically, this is how long the RAM takes to refresh. This is how big the interval between each refresh cycle is. So at 65,000, you get like more performance, but there's a chance that there'll be data corruption because the RAM cells will just forget what's in them. But I think this goes to 52. And these aren't written up. Okay, so that's great. Okay, let's see what this does. Still throwing the 49. It's like, could you at least give me a different error? Yeah, I wonder what the team record is for frequency on DDR4. Ah, right. HW bot glitched down on that. Oh, whoa. Okay, so the team record is 2425. I should be able to beat that. Because it did 2400 pretty, like... What did I actually save? I think I saved 2420? Or 2416. Highest. So, yeah, I just need 9 more megahertz and I beat the team record for DDR4 frequency. With a bit of tape and a lot of Ln2. I really want 5 gigahertz, though. Like, that's you know, it's just like 5 gigahertz is just like this milestone number. There's not a lot of CPUs that can run 5 gigahertz. And I have it done on RAM. Okay. If this posts, then I actually take the team frequency record. And pull the RAM down. Again, I'm out of Ln2. Really starting to use a lot. Okay, wait. I'll just empty this thermos and, I wanted to clean the top off, and the best way to do that is to just grind it into the carpet. So, I think we'll, like, end here pretty much. Like, if I don't get this posting soon, then I'm gonna quit, because, well, I'm gonna try 11.15 and then, no, I mean 1.15 and BCLK and try at least beat the team record. Instead of going for instead of trying to hit 5 gigahertz. There we go. 60. Should we just retry through this eventually? Okay, nope, it's not. So I just safe booted it. I want to change the, I'm not going to drop the BCLK yet. I'm just thinking of, more VCC IO. I'm going to say goodbye to this memory controller. It's just never going to work again. Never gonna do 4 gigahertz CL12. BIOS, please, move on. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just put this to 1.5 and 3.7. No, that's too much. See if that helps. Apparently the ASRock the MATX OC formula is apparently the best motherboard for DDR4 frequency for Kaby Lake. The X299 CPUs actually have even better memory controllers for raw frequency, so yeah. Actually, no, X299 is just better than Kaby Lake. Like, the Kaby Lake X CPUs are just better than the Kaby Lake CPUs for pretty much everything, so yeah. For Xtreem overclockers, KB Lake X makes like perfect sense. For everybody else, it's just like, why the hell do these things exist? Because on air cooling and water cooling, it's like basically the same as KB Lake. It's just like 1% difference, and you know, who cares? For a daily system, about 1%. Please? Ah. I've forgotten what it looks like when it posts properly. Yeah, okay, no, that's still not working. Whoa, the capture card is being super cooperative. There we go. Okay, I'm finally going to try raise this. Though, generally, raising this voltage doesn't do anything, so we'll see. Yeah, still throwing 49. Wonder how low I can take the memory. I think I'm gonna go back to that 115 and post that, and then try work up from there in the OS. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. I think the memory will probably work down to like minus 80, so... Okay. Funny thing is, even this, which worked like a couple minutes ago, well, a lot of minutes ago at this point, I think, wasn't posting very quick. It was still 49ing all the way to before it worked, so... It's like, I never know if I got the settings right or not, because it never works. Well, never works reliably. Oh, I think I hit safe boot. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, I could go and lower the BCLK to 109, probably get into the OS, but then it wouldn't do 115, so... Can't do that! Damn it! No, 55. Okay, that's a good sign. It might actually post. $49. Oh, whoa, it posted. Yay! Okay. 115 working. I wonder if there might not be, like, BCLK frequency holes. Like, 121 won't work, but, like, 120 would. Should try that after this. And get into Windows, lower the temperature of the memory as low as it'll go, and then... Oh, come on, Windows! It's working! Oh, this is loose. The springs are in there only to, like... I don't know if... Oh, yeah, no, you can't see it. But there's springs all, like, inside the tape to keep it from, like, sticking together. That one just was completely loose. It wasn't actually doing anything. Anyway, let's keep retrying. It'll eventually get into Windows. I'm sure of it. $49. $55. Good sign. It might actually post on the next reboot loop. This is why I don't enjoy RAM overclocking, because it's basically just sitting there, watching the post codes, going like, yeah, retry, 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 retry. And DDR4 is the worst about it, while BDI is the worst. Like this retry button, Asus puts on their motherboards, and actually lots of manufacturers now have retry buttons, is entirely because DDR4 behaves like this. If you just keep trying to boot the same settings over and over and over again, you'll get different results! in a million retries. Oh look, it's posting. Yay! Now please don't blue screen. Yeah, Windows, go kill yourself. I should be using like a stripped down copy of Windows XP because you can make that run on like 50 megabytes of RAM. And then I could set maximum to like half a gig. And then Windows wouldn't crash so much. Oh yeah, it's posting again. Yeah, okay, so it does need the CPU pretty cold. Please don't commit suicide, Windows. But the memory is pretty warm, actually. This is at minus 55 right now. Yay, Windows didn't blow up. Okay, so it does look like, while it won't cold bug below minus 70, it doesn't actually run any better, so it's actually less stable, which is exactly the problem with VDI. It gets less stable as it gets colder. It also clocks higher as it gets colder, so that's fun. It's like, you need to sacrifice your RAM stability to the memory clock speed. That's stupid! Do it! Just freaking do it! Oh, man. Could you please get a move on Windows? I know the CPU's at like under a gigahertz, but... What? No! Windows, you stupid pile of garbage. Why do you do this to me? Alright, so what actual BCLK frequency do I need to hit to break the team record? The team record is 2425, so that's times 2, that's 4850. Divided by 4133. I need 117 BCLK. There's no way in hell that's happening. I think it's gonna oh, no, it's posting. It's working. It's working. Oh, Windows, go freaking kill yourself. I'm gonna do it for you. That would technically be, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, I need like a super... Wonder what OSs everybody else did their records on. Oh no, the team record's on Windows 10, so... I'm actually not that badly ranked with that 2416 megahertz. I'm actually like top, yeah, I'm like top 22. Well, that's not really that bad. like, top 22 for DDR4 frequency. But, I want more, damn it. This is far too, like, compared to most other... Like, here it's really hard to tell if, like, I've hit the limits or if I'm doing, like, or if it can go further, because those postcodes don't really seem to indicate anything. Yeah, like right now it's posting again. But it does look like the CPU prefers to be at around minus 110. Instead of minus 100. That would just indicate the memory controller really, really sucks. I might actually have to use the RSVD switch. And we're in, and that didn't even take that long to post, so I assume it's really stable right now. Let's keep the CPU temperature down, because evidently it really does prefer to be cooler rather than warm. Wait, no. Need a second Why doesn't right-click work? Windows! Windows, what are you doing? Oh no, it's about to blow up. Yeah, the OS is slowly disintegrating right before my eyes. That's always fun. We're gonna need to kill Explorer. End task. File, run new task. Explorer. Yeah, it just blew up. No, it's 49ing again. I kind of think I've hit the wall. Either with the RAM or with my settings, or you know, the CPU memory controller. I'm just going to blame the CPU. I think the RAM is happiest around minus 55. Okay, maybe not. It might just not care. No, we just booted at minus 72 on the memory. Minus 73 memory, minus 113 on the CPU. And Windows exploded, because of course it did. You know what, I think we'll pack up. Why did you use the 7700K for the RAM overclocking? Because there's no other CPU right now on Earth with a stronger memory controller except for the 7740X, and that's on X299, and I don't have anything X299. So, yeah, I don't really have a choice here. Like, the average 7350K memory controller would still be worse than this. The, well, the average 7740X would blow this away. So, that's great. And that's mostly down to the fact that LGA 2066 is a better package, more than the 7740X being better silicon. Because it is just a regular old KB Lake die. I'm all out of Ln2 again. Oh no, there's still some in there. Now I'm all out of Ln2. Oh well, hopefully, you know, it'll last long enough to get screenshots at decent frequencies before it dies again. We're at minus 64 on the RAM, minus 111 on the CPU. Turbo V-Core first, because... oh no, the two CPUs, these are gonna hate each other. Oh no, they're fine. Cool. I need 117 to beat the team record. More than 117. A lot more than 117. I'm getting really nervous right now. That's the thing about these max frequency validations. They're just like, they're really dumb and stupid as a overclocking discipline, because they're completely useless, all of them. But they're just really intense. I think I'm at 27. Wait, okay. Now we need that screenshot. Oh no, we're at 28. Okay, well, no. Alright. Wait, what the hell? Validate. DDR4? Oh, I see. .cvf there. That's what happened. And save over that. Yes. And it crashed right as I saved the screenshot. But there is hope. Okay, yeah, the memory's really warm again. You know what? With more Ln2, this will work. It'll work. It'll work, it'll work, it'll work. I can definitely get a few more megahertz out of it, and I'm going for them. Because I'm already, like, I've already taken down the top score for the whole team. So maybe I can also, like, beat it by more than, like, 2 megahertz. Because, quite frankly, beating it by 2 megahertz is kinda lame. Okay, the memory is really warm at this point. It's at minus 50. CPU is also really warm. There we go. Retry. Okay, memory's at minus 72, so that's probably going to throw a few 49s before we get it posting again. Because it doesn't really like being that cold. And, oh, wait, no, we're in business. Hell yeah! Okay, so we're probably, if we're lucky, Windows won't blow up on us as we get in, and... Team really did a good job with designing these memory sticks for low temperatures. Because from the little bit of research I did on, like, B-die and overclocking for max frequency on Ln2, it's supposed to be really, like, most B-die just sort of stop, like, there's a lot of memory kits that don't work below 0 at all. So the fact that this is pretty happy at minus 60 to minus 70 is good. Now if we could just get it to freaking post again, that'd be amazing. So close! I'm pretty sure the screenshot actually managed to save, I'm just not sure that, And I do have the validation file, and there's, like, we can always... And if it didn't save the screenshot, I can rip it off the stream. But, I want more. There was potential for more. I will get more. I wonder if... I'd like to try boot in on slightly higher frequency, because that, like, it always gives you a little bit more. Because the motherboard trains the memory slightly different for a higher BCLK, but... Let's make it into Windows first. And attempt yet again. Okay, Windows seems happy. Memory's not, though. It's slightly under 65. Turbo V-Core first, because that one's the problematic one. I think they've actually patched CPU-Z to not, like, break itself. Because if you try to open two CPU-Z windows too fast, it would always, like, break. Well, let's go straight to 17. There we go. I'm gonna hit that memory temperature on the head. Nail it. Gonna get it exactly down to minus 70. That perfect world. Okay, that's working. Let's go for that. Working. Give me, yes! Give me more. Off! Hell! 2436. Why, I can save that from the live stream picture. Burn! Actually, I can save it right out of the OBS output. Give me a second. I love that about my live streams. It just makes saving pictures so much easier. Wait. There! Just gonna adjust a few things for the screenshot. Wait. Up. And... the hell? Oh, come on, why did my mouse decide to? There. Wait, can I just do a... Oh, whatever. I'll just snap a screenshot from, side OBS. LOL! Somebody should make, like, an external capture system for overclocking, specifically for taking screenshots like I'm doing right now. Because this is just, like, totally... This feels totally like cheating. It's like, nobody else can do this. But, hell yeah. DDR4... what is it? 2436. Save. Cool. Okay. I wish I could get the scaling bigger. Full screen? Oh, wait, I can. Heh. Okay. Where's the snipping tool? I'm not hacking. It's totally Windows snip. Yep. Yes, I'd like to replace that. Perfect. And I got me a screenshot. Though I still want to, like, I still technically need the validation file, I think. But I do have a screenshot now. It's too bad I didn't grab that validation before it crashed. I'm gonna have to check the rules about this. Like, if I need both the screenshot and the validation, or if just the screenshot is going to be okay. There we go. I think for just the regular ranking, I can post whatever, like, what I just did. Like, just the screenshot. Let me quickly check. I mean, I still have a decent score before this. memory. Maximum memory frequency rules. Latest, yeah, the score is the frequency displayed, okay. XOC disabled, verification. No screenshot is required. A CPU-Z validation is mandatory. Okay, so I do need to save the CPU-Z screenshot. I mean CPU-Z validation file, so the screenshot is pretty much worthless. I can post the screenshot to Facebook, though, so that's still cool. Actually, there's on one of the, I think it's DDR, I think it is X99. Like, there's a platform. Actually, no, I think it's all the DDR4 stuff. But, like, there was some discussion about requiring the world record on HWBot for memory overclocking. There was potential for it to require, like, a multi-gigahertz oscilloscope and oscilloscope pictures, because there's a way to get CPU-Z to read a frequency that's, like, way higher than what you're actually running. And that would be, like, legitimate cheating. So now it has no problem posting anymore. And we're at minus 75 on the... Yeah, but so that blue screened it. But, I'll finish off this thermos and I'll call it a day after that. Shouldn't have run for that 118 BCLK that hard. Damn it. $49 again. You know what, I'll just give it 2.2 volts on the RAM next time we're in. Because I honestly thought there'd be more people above 5 gigahertz memory, but there really aren't. There's like... There's not even 20 people above 5 gig... Like, yeah, it's like... There's 13 people with over 5 gigahertz memory. So... Honestly, this is doing pretty damn well, considering I don't know the first thing about RAM overclocking, and I'm using tape. So, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. Okay, 55, so I think we're getting close to this posting again. Yep, just posted. Ah, Windows. Oh, I posted again. How nice. Please work. Yes, Windows is working. Oh wait, this goes up to 2.4. Damn. Okay, we're not going that high. Not going to apply that quite yet. What's the memory frequent temperature? Oh, no, 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 damn it, why? Yes! No! Oh, please don't die. I just need to save. Fuck yourself! With a cactus! Come on! I was so close! So freaking close! So freaking close! Yeah, 49. And the memory is too cold again. Yeah, okay, that's the memory. Cold bugged. It's a minus 90. Oh man. I'm literally shaking. What is it? Oh no. Like, I can barely hold the thermos stable. There need... Yeah, okay, memory's really, really cold bugged. We're getting a 3B. It's no longer cold bugged. Okay, it looked like it wasn't. It's up minus 78 and rising. So it should start booting sometime soon. So freaking close. So freaking close! Ugh. I'm just gonna open up like 3 CPU-Zs and just run through them as fast as possible, trying to get the validation. I'm not even, like... Wait. Actually, it might be worth it to go into the BIOS and set that really high memory voltage and everything so that I have more time before it crashes again. Because I literally think it's just a matter of time before Windows hits the address which doesn't work and then it dies. BIOS is taking its sweet time as usual. 116, because it is basically running 116 anyway, so. That's fine for boot up. There we go. Buy myself some time. $49 again. I just wanted to make a freaking validation. Ugh. I wish I could just use the streams as proof of the frequencies I've hit. Because, like, there's, like, I can't fake this. Ah. Oh well. Rules are rules. Damn it, post. I don't think, like, it's funny. 116 runs in OS just fine, but it won't post. Ugh. I can't boot at the frequency I'm validating. Like, I literally cannot boot at 117 BCLK. I need to boot at 115. So it's like, I need to go in, open Turbo vCore, set the frequency, and make the screenshot. Because there's no way I'm posting at that frequency. I mean, not make the screenshot, get the validation. Yeah, 117 BCLK. Well, it's like 117.8 something to get the frequency I need. Hey, you posted! Yes! Please don't crash again. Windows, don't you dare crap out on me. I literally no longer have words to describe how frustrating this is. I've seen it. I've seen it do 2435. I almost saved 2435. Oh, there we go. It's posting again. Except I'm all out of liquid nitrogen again, so that's not good. Please don't crash. I'm gonna stop screaming at you if you don't crash. Die in a freaking pit of... At least I get a chance to refill on the Ln2. what is it? 49. You gotta be. I'm like, this is gonna be a short stream. I really expected to give up a lot earlier. Yeah, last thermos. Here's the thing, I'm so close. I'm so freaking close. I just want the freaking validation file. Refuse to give up until I get that file. And it looks like it prefers more like -62, not 65, but... Ah, 55 again. Just post. Just post. You know? Like, you're still gonna have plenty of time to crash before CPU-Z opens and before I press save validation. There we go, it's posting again. Now, Windows, please, please just work. Do me a favor and work. I'm being really careful with the Ln2 on the memory now, because it's just like, I know, put a little too much, craps out. Put a little too little, doesn't work. I'm gonna... So -63. It's posting again. At least I've gotten to the point where it's posting a lot more often than it's not. To be fair, I am like 200, like I think the world record on KB Lake for memory frequency was like 5.2 gigahertz. So I'm not that far away from it. Though it's like... Okay, Windows just died again. But it's just like... I want more. I need more. No, I'm almost. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to do 5 gigahertz RAM, but I am at like 4.8. I mean, I had it at 4.870 so far. And then it crashed before I could save the frickin' file. Problem is, I can't actually boot at 4.870. I need to boot at like 4.740? Yeah. Boot 4.740. And the memory's getting really warm again. I'm spilling Ln2 all over the Mobo. I'm not sure, does it want to be colder or does it want to be warmer? Because right now it's at -68 and... Yeah, a proper memory pot would make this a lot easier. I mean, the tape is working really good for being tape, but there's a reason why they make Ln2 pots for RAM. Because they hold temperature better than this. A lot better than this. Okay, I give up. I quit. I've had it. I'm bored. Sick. Freaking tired. Watching Windows boot up, blue screen, then not post for an hour, and then die again. So I'm gonna check what freaking validation I do have on the flash stick, and I'll run down this last thermos, and that's it. That's the end. It's over. No more freaking overclocking. No more 49s. No more 55s. No more worrying about temperature. No more pain. Yes, Windows, you can do it. I don't believe in you, but you can do it. I'm sure. Yes, it posted. Okay, quick. Need Turbo V Core. I'm not even gonna like bother with the save the screenshot. I'm just gonna save a validation. I want my validation. Nope, that's way too damn high. 117.5. Apply. On. Okay, that's too low. I'm gonna crush this mouse. So freaking close. The RAM went below minus, well, went above minus 60, so that pretty much explains what happened. This overhang of ice is getting on my nerves. Oh. There. Gives me a more space to pour into. Just wants 2430. Useless pile of garbage. Yeah, no, 2430 would literally put me at number 19 for DDR4 memory frequency in the whole wide world. Which would be a pretty cool place to be if just Windows could get over its suicidal tendencies and run. Please post. Die in a freaking hole. I also did want to check that validation that I did save, so I'm gonna go do that right now. CPU ID, validation. Am I logged in? DDR4, 20, validate. Yeah, okay, I have 2427.5. So I've taken the team record for DDR4 frequency for, like, my team. So for Alza OC, I now have the fastest RAM on Alza. Well, fastest. Highest clocked, because it's certainly not fast. At this point, with the timings it's running, it's probably slower than... Like, it's definitely slower than what it can do at, like, 4 gigahertz frequency. Oh, yay, we're booting again! Oh, crap, I don't have the flash stick plugged in, so it's not going to be great. Because I do save everything directly to the flash stick, just to... I mean, technically I have a... Oh, come on! I have a hot swap bay in my 5 1/4 bay on the computer, so I can just hot swap the 2.5-inch SSDs into it. So it's not a huge problem if I save it onto the SSD, but it's just a pain to find the files afterwards. Boot it again! -60. And I really overshot that. Really, really overshot that. I should have, like, gotten some, like, like, a solid chunk of aluminum and, like, thermal tape, like, grizzly cryonated some bits of aluminum to the memory heat spreader so that it would have more mass and it would be slower to change temperature. -65 right now. Where's Windows is literally falling apart as I'm trying to do anything. Like, you can see it. It's just like everything is on fire. Wait, I'm going to open up the validate window so that I can just go like apply. Yeah, okay, it's not happening. It's just not happening. And unless I get 30, I'm not actually moving up a spot on the rankings. So, how much LN2 is in that? Yeah, I'm just going to chuck the LN2 back in the DWAR and call it quits. Because the CPU sucks. Probably. I blame the CPU. I've done everything at this point. And I think the memory I'm 99% sure is 5 gigahertz capable. The CPU, no. Not in a million years. And also, the Apex is supposedly not the best motherboard for DDR4 frequency. But I wouldn't know because I never tried any other well, I don't have the only other Z270 motherboard I've tried is the Z270 and Wi-Fi from Gigabyte. That thing is trash. Like, that thing is so... Like, it is so not meant for overclocking, which it's Gigabyte's cheapest ITX motherboard, so I can't blame them for making a motherboard that sucks on liquid nitrogen. It's not meant to be used with it. But, yeah. Okay, well, time for a system picture. And then we'll do, like, a stream wrap-up and, goodbye. So I'm just going to get all the stuff arranged, because technically Team Group did send me these memories, and it's like, you need to produce X amount of content with them, so... And you can't tell what's under that freaking pile of insulation. And my phone's dead. Seriously? Come on. This is really out of battery. Oh, yeah, it is totally out of battery. How on earth? This phone basically just lives on my desk while in a charger, so I don't get how that happened, but... Well... Low battery warning. Yeah. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, so I can't take pictures with the phone until it... I don't have another one. Well, I don't own another phone with a halfway decent camera, so... Whatever, I'll wrap up the stream and I'll take the picture once the phone's a bit charged. So, yeah. That's the end. I'm, like, dead. Where's, this one? Yay. Big thanks to Team Group for that stick of RAM, because that actually, like, is an achievement. It is the 20th fastest stick of DDR4 on HWBot, so, you know, It's not garbage. It's probably the CPU, probably me. Thanks to Asus for the motherboard. So, yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, because I sure didn't towards the end. No, I did. I mean, you know, I wouldn't do this stuff if I didn't find it fun. Yeah, that's it. It's 3 in the morning. So if you would like to, like, you know, support AHOC live streams and just the YouTube channel in general, there's the AHOC support page on the blog, and that lists all the shirts and Patreon and PayPal and everything. So you can just go check that out if you'd like to help out AHOC in any way, shape, or form. What else is there? Forgetting something for sure. And it doesn't help that I'm looking at this idiot on my own screen. I have the... That's OBS. That's Twitch. So... yeah, what did I forget? I haven't forgotten anything. Well, no, I'm sure I forgot something. Oh, yeah, no, I wanted to mention I did a little bit of Ln2 testing on Vega. And that's also on the blog, so you could go check that out if you're interested. Anyway, that is it for this live stream. Thank you for watching. I can't say you were an awesome audience. I wasn't really watching the chat that much, but I'm sure you had fun at least. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.